Hello there, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program From the Territory, where we take a look at some communities and the FCT with the hope of bringing you findings, interesting findings from their way of life to their pleas and whatever it is, we will bring it to your table. And today, as usual, we have interesting stories lined up for your relaxation from cheering news to appeals and to some information. For now, let's begin with the cheering news. You're welcome to the program. My name is Tessie Omeri. The program returns shortly. Thank you for staying tuned. And also sharing news, Kaduna State Governor Senator Ubasani has announced the release of the abducted Kuriga school children in Kaduna State by the abductors. The announcement is contained in a press statement appreciating the concerns shared and efforts made by President Bola Tinubu towards the rescue of the children unharmed. The statement also commends the role of the National Security Advisor to the President, Nuhu Ribadu, and security agencies as well as stakeholders in ensuring their safe return home. And in the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has welcomed the news of the release of Kuriga school children in Kaduna State. He emphasizes the importance of collaboration between the federal government and states for expected outcomes, especially in matters of security. The president commended the National Security Advisor, security agencies, the Kaduna State government for the desperate and diligence with which they handled the situation, noting that meticulous attention and tireless dedication are critical to optimal outcomes in cases of mass abductions. President Tinubu also welcomes the release of pupils of Sangaya School in Sokoto State, commending all the parties to the feat for their efforts. The president assures Nigerians that his administration is deploying detailed strategies to ensure that our schools remain safe sanctuaries for learning and not a place for wanton abduction. And our messages from the pulpit. Christians world over today observe the Palm Sunday, signifying the triumphant entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. Palm Sunday also marks the beginning of the Holy Week, culminating into Easter Sunday. Charity Zaka brings us insights and sounds of the Palm Sunday celebration in some churches this day. And that report will come your way in the course of the bulletin. Moving on, residents of the Federal Capital Territory have been assured of steady power supply for potable water. Acting General Manager FC Water Board and Daniel Sata Audi gave the assurance during the celebration of this year's World Water Day in Abuja, Onoze Yakubu Water.
In what FCT Water Board termed Operation Check the Valves, the area managers are mandated to ensure that all the valves in their area offices are functional to allow free flow of water to the residents. This form part of activities to commemorate this year's World Water Day.
As custodians of water resources in the Federal Capital Territory, the board wishes to reaffirm its commitment to equitable access to water by ensuring that water gets to wherever it is designed to get to within the regulated areas of the FCT. Therefore, as we celebrate the World Water Day, let us renew our commitment to sustainable water management. Water is life, as we are all aware, and its responsible use is crucial for a sustainable future.
At the event, the acting GM of the FCT Water Board appreciate all partners, soliciting support from existing and new partners to continue to serve the teeming residents of the FCT populace.
The Honorable Minister of the FCT and the Honorable Minister of State are committed to ensuring that more residents of the FCT have access to clean water. In line with this, the FCT Water Board recently engaged in what we tag Operation Check the Valves.
The World Water Day is observed by the United Nations to celebrate the essential resource and draw attention to the importance of fresh water, as well as advocate sustainable management of this natural resource. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
And the FCT Mandate Secretary Women Affairs, Adebayo Benjamin Lani, has reiterated the readiness to the advancement of women under the leadership of the minister through the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. She made a declaration during the commissioning of the Faces of Women in New York, United States. Hawa Jimba reports that the program was projected virtually at the United Nations House in Abuja, where young women converge.
The need to empower women in the grassroots, especially in the 6 area councils, was re-echoed. The FCT Mandate Secretary, Women Affairs, Adebayo Benjamin Lani, says it will provide a space where women from various backgrounds can exchange ideas and strategies on how to address pressing issues facing women globally. The accelerator is expected to create a fertile ground for innovation and collective action through workshops, seminars, and networking. Under the program, participants are equipped with the skills and knowledge needed to carry out positive change in their communities and beyond.
The accelerator creates a fertile ground for innovation and collective action.
Our very first showing at CSW in 68 years. In the heart of Abuja, we gathered to celebrate the indomitable spirit of women, their limitless potentials. This Abuja Accelerator is our first-time platform.
It is a process here, so it's a very big platform for me. So my takeout is I've been able to understand the importance of women in Nigeria and how this particular mandate is willing and able to assist women grow in their various crafts.
Women were brought together under the program tagged Abuja Accelerators. Unifying Women for Global Impact is up. The strength in the Abuja Accelerator lies in its ability to foster collaboration among women. Hawa Jimba, NTA News.
And in what can be described as an annual celebration, Sheila Empowerment Foundation has given out 60 wheelchairs, tricycle, and rendered medical services for various ailments as part of this year's celebration. It described as a way of showing gratitude to God for his benevolence. Safia Inoma Uchi was there.
The non-profit organization Sheila Empowerment Foundation is known for empowering women, the youth, physically challenged and visually impaired in the society. The gesture is born out of the desire to put smiles on the faces of the people, and through carrying out humanitarian gestures, many physically challenged persons gather to receive medical aid and walking aids.
I am very happy. I'm very happy because the gift I couldn't afford to buy the wheelchair, so
I'm appreciated to get wheelchair today. May God bless our mommy. More bless.
Give this woman, give me. God bless her.
Some of the foundation's partners, with those that the foundation has groomed, showered praises on the founder.
For our iconic mommy, whose birthday happens to be today, we have come to celebrate with her. I'm honored to stand before you today and express my gratitude to someone truly extraordinary.
The founder and her husband, Air Vice Marshal Kingsley Lau, retired, expressed gratitude for the opportunity to give out to the needy.
It's my passion to help, to assist, the less privileged. That's why I looked at it, because a lot of people out there, it's not as if, they don't want to go into a trade or something, but the enablement, it was their problem. So when you're able to train and also empower, it will go a very long way.
She's been my perfect fit in the sense that she's large-hearted, she loves people, she loves family, she loves God, and it has always been her passion, even when she started very...
On a day when the world is recognizing and celebrating one of the oldest professions in the history of man, surveying. Activities for members of the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, FCT branch, began with a flag off by the Executive Secretary, Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA.
All of us in the building environment.
Represented by the Director of Special Duties, he underscored the invaluable role surveyors play in accurate data gathering and development agenda of any nation.
Because of your precision in your work, you determine boundaries that are acceptable. It is because of your importance that the world has marked today as the Global Surveyors Day. Congratulations.
Thereafter, members, driven by the spirit of philanthropism and corporate social responsibility, were at the new Kuchiguru IDP camp for the donation of consumables to help alleviate their current conditions. This is aside the pep talk delivered on the need to see the brighter side of life, irrespective of their situation.
These people, they think of humanity, and they see that, okay, there is a need for people who are in this place like this to have something to eat.
Attention later shifted to the lecture and dinner ceremony, where experts re-emphasized more exposure and opportunities for surveyors, especially as they remain important stakeholders in the entire built value chain, with a view to adding value to the Sustainable Development Goals.
Make sure that they are part of the contributors to the sustainable development of wherever we are. Because without surveying, there is no development.
This is an awareness to the general public to know who to consult whenever they are ready and desire to buy land. Because it is surveyor that will tell you the exact location of your plot.
There's so much survey can do in the development of a nation. And like we have all said, when you have data, data is what is used for good decision making. And that is why we will be celebrating surveyors every year.
That surveying is all encompassing. It's not just fixing of beacons, doing cadastral survey work, but that in every area of infrastructural development, you need surveying. So it is a wake-up call for all surveyors, all professionals in the land-built environment to take their rightful place, especially in the development of infrastructures in Nigeria.
Members, as surveying experts, agreed that moving forward entails taking advantage of new innovations and technological advancements in science and bracing up for greater frontiers. The occasion witnessed conferment of awards to some distinguished individuals for their contributions to the growth of the surveying profession in the country. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And now to the world of arts. Poetry is the combination of words, arts, and imagery to create messages of life. The most basic poems have the power to stir dialogue. It's World Poetry Day, and Ifeoma Ojinta tells us more about the day.
Like our entire journey of life, womanhood and all that it entails is indeed a work of faith. And you never go in knowing what to expect. You can only trust your Creator to guide you.
Some people are soft, some people can shout. Some people will not take your nonsense like that. They'll cut about one time and stone you with it. Some people open Coke bottle using their teeth.
Poetry can be found in the history of every nation, bringing people together under shared values and common humanity. Instituted by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in 1999 to promote writing, reading, publishing and teaching of poetry throughout the world, the day also celebrates humanity's most treasured forms of cultural linguistic expression and identity.
Eledumare of Africa, even in the whole of America, he has no replica, Arugbo Ojo.
I'm the cook who prepare lyrical delicacy, making use of metaphor as my spicing ginger, irony as seasoning salt, and euphemism as curry.
On the occasion of the 2024 World Poetry Day with the theme, Standing on Shoulders of Giants, Global attention focuses on iconic writers of the past whose works enlarge poetry footprints across cultures. In Abuja, Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
Many thanks, Ifoma. Now, the leadership of the FCT Sports Writers Association Nigeria has presented a meritorious award to the Executive Industries Transparency Initiative, Ojinta Ogbonnaya, in recognition of his contributions to sports development in Nigeria. Francis Tabile witnessed the award presentation in my reports.
Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, FCT chapter, presents meritorious award to our own
outgoing FCT SWAN chairman Chidoka Ndeboise, who led a team of sport journalists on a courtesy visit to the Executive Secretary of Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, Oji Ogbonnaya, says the 80 helmsman's contributions to sport development are innumerable. Chidoka noted that sport writers as propellers of sport development in Nigeria and beyond have therefore recognized his endless sacrifices for the development of sport, hence the award.
By April, we'll be electing new executives. So based on that, just last November, 30th of November to precise, we held what we call our award night, where we appreciated those, the executive appreciated those that have supported sports writing in one way or the other. We said that, okay, the next thing is to make out time to, to come and present it to you anywhere you want us to do it. Just a few days ago, you said that it would be better to do it in this year office.
Dr. Oji Ogbonnaya, while expressing his gratitude to the leadership of FCT for the award of recognition, promised his continued partnership with sports writers and other stakeholders for the development of the Nigerian sports sector.
Our advocacy for proper public finance management can help support sports development, because when less money is spent on projects, more money will be available to support other areas of development.
He also appealed to SWAN members to remain transparent, fair and accurate in their sport reportage for the sector to thrive in the country. In Abuja, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
We now go on a short break. When we return, we take you on a short trip to a community in the territory. Do stay with us.
Good evening. Glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The news station NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Thank you for staying with us. Communities in the Federal Capital Territory are by providence expected to have the basic amenities of life, which water is part of. For Dogongada community, it is a different ballgame because this natural blessing from God is a major challenge as residents have resorted to buying water for drinking and domestic chores. Mariam George Jutubo visited the community, and this is what she brought back.
It is said that water is life, but think of a scenario where this natural gift is not at your disposal and you have to seek other ways to get in it. This is the situation residents of Dogongada community in the nation's capital are going through.
We use tap water like borehole. They use tap water. So we fish from there to our house. Some people tap it from there to their house.
I say for Dogongada now, where you there now, borehole where we have before, where government bring it,
we are not working for it now.
Approximately, with that their truck, maybe you can get it at the rate of 400 naira. If there is no light, 500 naira. The jerrycan, honestly, we can manage it like that, but we are not intending to use it, but so far there is not an alternative.
The Hakimin Dogongada Jerry Company took us down memory lane on how the community came to be.
And wetin make this place come be Dogongada, there is the only access road in 80 when you are from Lokoja or you from Lagos in 60s. So there is no this express road. If you want to go Kaduna or you go to Nasa, you follow through Abaji. Then when this is the only access road from Gariki to Kabusa to Burun, Bosa from Keti, Bosa to Nasara. That is the only bridge when we have there. And that bridge was constructing with our forefathers. And that is the bridge, is the long bridge. And waiting make they are calling that place Dogongada. That is the only longest bridge in this our area. And outside people call bridge, long bridge, Gada. The height, Dogo, that is why they are calling this that place is Dogongada.
Residents lament their lack of access to potable water despite the proximity of Dogongada village to the city center. They are appealing to relevant authorities to look into their plight. Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Many thanks, Mariam, for that visit to Dogongada. Another case of very close yet far away. We're hoping that the relevant authorities will come to their aid and provide them with water. Like the saying goes, water is life. It is on that life note we conclude today's package of the program from the territory. We thank you for always sharing your precious time with us. See you next week when we come your way with another interesting package. From all of us, we say do have a beautiful Sunday afternoon.